October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. Have a nice day. It appears that you almost always play this game at the really weirdest times ever. Yeah, I know. It's a little bit early. I actually got earlier today. Usually in the weekend, I sleep for longer, but I actually got earlier than usual. Usually I wake up at like 5 a.m. It is what it is. Whoa. Mock trial? What the hell? That's interesting, viewers. Do we actually have time to do that, though? Huh. Maybe knowing how the script went, maybe it's actually very, very important to knowing, how the case is going to go. Right. The stage is ready. And you, her forehead ready for rock? I just woke up. Definitely gonna try and read things properly. No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Oh, okay. Well, that's a big-ass script. What does it say? Does it actually say Juniper Woods? Like, as in the author? Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about? Damn. She's a big fan of Junie. Maybe she swings the other way. Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. You stole it? Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. You didn't cheat? I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. Your forehead will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. Damn. Should I re-record this again? Nah. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Tribune, let's get started. Tribune. Defendant/Judge Athena Cykes is psyched and ready to rock. Oh, God. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. That's the gable. It would be funny if they actually animated her hitting the gable, or at least made Widget to actually make the sound, or what I'd like to call the mock trial. Mukbang. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Double mockery. Achtung, baby. It is no holds barred. No holds barred? Let's rock. That's a weird expression. Can't we take it easy today? Whoa. A judge cannot object, though. It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. Is that where there's gonna be like some sort of a meter? Alright. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Contempt of this kangaroo court. Great. A judge that voices her own objection and abuses her judicial powers. That's an interesting take, huh? talk. That's really interesting. Reenact the mock trial. Talk to Prosecutor Gavin. Interesting. Huh. Gotta be honest with you, viewers. This is very interesting. Summary of the facts. Well, I guess we are playing as the judge here. But I don't think we're gonna have choices. Really. So, like, we might not. So, does that mean that we're gonna play as the judge? We're gonna actually face with the choices as the judge? And try to pick the correct choices? Like to overrule an objection and whatnot? And sustain it? Summary of the facts. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. Really? Is it actually as well? Like, they actually made the victim also a female? The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Is that true for Juniper as well? She knows archery? Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you. That's some serious bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Oh, so that was the enactment. Oh. She had her diary. Or what did they call it? A planner. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Your forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Interesting. We did get a picture, but it's not here with us in... We did get a picture, but it's not here with us in the records for some reason. Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? Interesting. Gonna try to remember that. Too much of a fledgling to know what's important. Too much what's important, that one. In any case. Just making fun of everyone. Clavier, huh? Both in the mock trial and in the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along. Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same. Lack of blood? Well, I guess, but, I mean, aren't we trying to try and check the mock trial first before the actual thing? That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. Mock bang. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Okay. Defense argument. Or the defense's argument. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim, the quad. Quad? Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. On the side? I mean, we found her in real life. It was on the side, not in the stomach. But like it was in her stomach, but they kept persisting that she was shot from the side. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, your forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Wet blanket? Right, let's see. Oh yeah. Then, you said... A frail code used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. He's the defense, so he's trying to defend her case. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen. A male student holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Do we have evidence? Nine, your forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least. Swagger. Order, order, order! Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? But I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Eurorocker said. Eurorocker? Prosecution's rebuttal. So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant couldn't be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. So she actually got stabbed. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand. Post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. Huh? I thought that implied that, like, the arrow was actually used to get, to stab it. To use it like a shiv. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. While he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the owl that was left in the art room. Owl? Owl? AWL? What's that? Oh, is that the owl, like the, what do you call it? The utility that they use to, to sculpt, stones and whatnot. Is that it? Like, it's one of them. So there are many tools, but I think the owl, or is it actually pronounced owl or owl, or how do you even pronounce that? How do you even pronounce that? And all viewers, that's how it's pronounced. Well, at least according to Google. All. And all. A small pointed tool used for piercing holes, especially in leather. In leather! So it's not used in sculpture. What's the other tool? Like that's... Is it called, like, chisel? Is it called a chisel? I think it's called a chisel. Another tool that's used, for sculpting and whatnot. So I guess that's an awl is actually different. Like, actually don't use it for sculpting, for rocks and sculpting and whatnot. Maybe some, maybe less harder surfaces, like for leather. Well, I guess. Yeah, never heard of the word all, by the way, viewers, which is interesting. Interesting. An all. What's that? I mean, an all, you say? What might that be? Okay. It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. Paper? Why do you want to poke paper? Yeah, this is definitely something that would definitely you'd want to use to break ice or something. That's for sure. It's kind of like an ice pick. Yeah, it's an ice pick. I have a photo here, if you're interested. Gross. It's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint. Most likely, Fraulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. In the art room, huh? So the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? Are we not gonna ask about alibis and whatnot? Confirm all of that? How the body was moved? The murder took place in the 3rd floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. I mean, we all know that someone probably dropped it from a window, right? Not unless the autopsy is gonna confirm that there are no broken bones. Because, you know, if someone falls from height, of course, is bound to break something. Not at all. There's a maintenance area and a storehouse right outside the art room. Ah. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one. A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person. Or a body in it. I mean, person body. It's gonna lead to the same thing, Clavier. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. From the window? I'm gonna assume that they're talking about a window that's overseeing a scenery. Right? Like, there's no way, like, from a higher floor, I mean. It's not like we're talking about a window from the 1st floor. Right? That's how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say? Objection! Yeah. A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma. Objection! Why does he sound like a bitch? Why Clavier sounds like a bitch? Objection! That may be true, but... Oh. You failed to account to the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Where is the mat, though? Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. I mean, did we actually... We haven't found any mats, so we might actually have to try and find that later. Quite the crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club. They moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the old's stabbed wound. Sounds like he was Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. The teacher? I thought Junie was also playing the judge. Time for the finale then. Your verdict, if you please, Fraulein Judge. Am I actually going to pick? I mean, we don't have evidence for that. Huh? All right. That's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Stop calling it mock. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two. That little run-through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. I don't think so. I really don't think so. 4 pages of this script, huh? Mock trial script added to the court record. A top-secret script written by Junie. There's only 1 copy. Can we confirm that? Well, I guess we're gonna have to go with that fact. Although, I don't know if we can actually confirm it. Achtung, baby! Your prosecution's already got a witness seized up. Or is it sized up or seized up? A witness sized up too. That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good. It's sized up, not seized up. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. What does he mean by that? Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Quartz. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Damn, timing. I don't know if you guys heard that alarm from my phone. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. Damn. Not gonna miss him, although I'm gonna miss his theme song. Definitely like this theme song. Him? Gavin? I don't know, I think he's meh. His brother, though, is a pretty cool character. His brother? You guys have to play the Apollo Justice to see him. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. Where Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not as bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. Well, alrighty. Well, I guess we're gonna start investigating some stuff. That's Apollo's theme, huh? Pretty good. Pretty good. These are the facts about the case. A body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad, but the murder weapon was an awl. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room, where traces of blood were found on the floor. How the body was moved. The body was dropped from the third floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall. A ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body to the stage. Why the body was moved? The archery club's room was a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. Things to prepare. All. Buy with school festival funds. Get from hardware store. Arrow. If I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the script's plot. To be determined. Ah. That means that we don't know where. Maybe we'll have to ask Junie about that. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Ah, that's kind of a dead giveaway. Didn't Newman say that she was wearing a green? Like he definitely actually was finding it weird that she was wearing a green outfit and not a red one. It means he actually read it. So the arrow and the sweatsuit are gonna be the most interesting stuff here. Alright, let's go ahead and try and present some stuff to Apollo. I don't think we presented this to Apollo, right? Oh, nice. Your attorney's badge. That's the first thing you want to present when you meet someone new. I heard that's what all the lawyers do. Is that true? You heard that? From whom? Who else? Mr. Wright. Just remember, your badge comes first. See, Athena? Check it out. This is my attorney's badge. I can see it over here. Ooh, that's so intense. I want to present mine like that too. How the hell did he present it? Yes, nice one, Athena. Keep it up. I don't care if it's totally unrelated to the case or just plain annoying or even embarrassing. Just keep presenting evidence without any regards for others. Wow. That's the first step towards becoming a successful trial lawyer. Trial lawyer? Leave it to me. I'll present one piece after another, and then another. And another one. And another one. And another one. A torrid love triangle? What does torrid mean? I actually don't know. I actually don't know what it means.
Torrid.
Very hot and dry. The torrid heat of the afternoon. Like hot love triangle? Torrid love triangle? Maybe that's an expression. Full of difficulty. It'd been given a pretty torrid time by the nation's voters. What does torrid mean? I guess that means scorching. Well, I guess that's like very active, very well. I guess definitely difficult is definitely the best description for it. So yeah, I guess torrid. Yeah, I've never heard of the word torrid, viewers. Gotta be honest. A torrid love triangle. Juniper sure is popular with the guys. Of course she is. She's pretty. Plus, she has such a sweet and caring personality. It doesn't really seem like it, but I guess I'll take your word for it. Or should I? Should we? Huh. I know what you're thinking. Why can't Athena be more like that, right? No! The thought never crossed my mind. Let's see. Panic? Sorrow? Yep, that's exactly what crossed his mind. Damn, she got him. She got him lying. Damn, she's too good. She's too good! The mock trial was quite the heated battle. Toward, do you mean? Tch. Mr. Wright didn't even hear me when I said I wanted to see it. That was so unfair. We should have done rock, paper, scissors to decide who got to watch. I don't know, I would take seniority over a game of chance. Yeah, it's still a game of chance, even though people that say that there's some sort of a skill in actually hiding your intent, but still there's a room for luck, so yeah. And I would have totally beaten you. How could you know that? The game is totally random. No, I can tell you favor scissors. I mean, the proof's sticking right out of your head. Okay. Huh? What are you talking about? What about the huge rock here, or the huge that you can actually fit a paper in this big ass forehead? Like I said, it's right there on your forehead. I mean, I would definitely think that Apollo might actually win that, especially with his bracelet power. Yeah, he can definitely call you out, I guess. Probably easier. Definitely much easier for him to call you out. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and continue on. I've recently, viewers, talked to a few people, like, one of them was actually, like, in a stream, someone that I know, and he was streaming a visual novel game, and, I don't know, I think they call Otome or something like that, like, it's like, some sort of a dating, like an all-men romantic visual novel or something. Like I know the guy, and I don't share his interests with the games that he enjoys, and you know. And I was talking about you know, visual novels being mostly about, you know, romance, and even some of them even like being having like having porn in them, as like I think they were called like H game or something like that. Like the game is gonna try and tell a story, and then after a while, you'll get like some sort of a sex scene, or I've never understood that, viewers. I'm old. I'm old. I'm at the age. I born in an age before the internet existed, so I don't know. Growing up, I think I really dodged a bullet there. Actually, being born in an age before. Before the internet existed when I was young, because I would think the internet would ruin me the way it is. I think the internet is absolutely can ruin someone's childhood in a way. But, you know, for, you know, getting back to the visual novels, it is a shame that most of the visual novels really are based on these criteria. Usually it is like an all-girl cast, and there's some sort of a romance in it, and it's not like, it doesn't really bother about like telling something, a good story. Even the ones that actually do, they really don't go far from having some sort of a like a visual novel aspect of dating sim or whatever, which I hate about visual novels. And this is the conversation that I struck there, and you know, someone there like posted them. Maybe visual novels isn't for you, but and that is by far the most common answer that I've seen anyone that actually enjoy these games. Like I talk trash about people that enjoy these kind of games, viewers, but you know, and it's all in in jest and good fun for that. Like, I don't care whatever you do in your leisure time. You feel free to play whatever you want, but that is like when I usually talk about visual novels, I really talk about how there is a potential to actually make a good one, something that really has a really good. The genre has a really good potential in actually having good mechanics and telling a good story. And the Ace Attorney game is a really good example, which is a shame that, well, someone talked about a game that's called Danganronpa, which it's not for me. I really don't like the high school environment and whatnot. And in that game, you play as high schooler or whatnot. I'm not into that shit. I don't enjoy the high school environment, the high school settings and whatnot. I guess people might actually feel. People might not actually like what I'm about to say, but I don't think that these settings are mature enough for me. I mean, someone that actually hates anime aesthetics, this game is definitely full of that, but it's not to the point where it's really, really off-putting, and the visual novel genre in a whole, it's actually full of that, sadly, and I wish they can, I wish they could at least try to make something different, just to see if they actually can, find something that's actually good. And hey, this game actually did it, and now it's not only it's probably the most popular visual novel ever, it's probably even the best. At least for me, I think it's the way to go serious if I want to play a good visual novel, pretty much, which is a shame. That I like to see more visual novels that steer away from these settings with these dating sims and trying to tell like a story that's all like based on romance and whatnot. There are some people that recommend me some visual novels, which was it definitely looks like it's full of anime bullshit, but it's far off from the from it being having a lot of like dating sim mechanics and whatnot. So I might actually look into them. I forgot the names. The names are like fully Japanese. Like I cannot remember these kind of names. Like something that starts with a U or something like that. I usually share that I'm a big fan of Victorian era settings and whatnot, and some people actually recommended me games that has like thematic settings like that, not necessarily the era, that is like gothic buildings, gothic clothes and whatnot. So and yeah, some of them are actually I might actually, if I remember it, I might actually mention its name later on in this playthrough, since we're talking about visual novels, and I am playing a visual novel. I might actually try and memorize the name of the game and actually mention it on the in a future recording, that is, but to see if people actually recognize it, or even might actually recommend it. So feel free to recommend me any visual novels, viewers, that you think that it's good. Like it doesn't matter if it actually has these kind of settings and whatnot. Like if at least steer away from the ones that has porn in them. Please steer away from that. I think sexualization in video games are probably one of the most stupidest thing in them. They never made it right. Never, regardless if it's a Japanese like an Oriental video game or a Western one. All of them suck. All of them suck. They always look funny. Does anyone remember the sex scene in Dragon Age Origins? Man, that looked stupid. Anywho, wow, 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes of complaining about the genre, huh? Yeah, let's continue on. This game is, I'm having a lot of fun with this game though, even though I'm seeing a lot of some shortcomings compared to the previous game, that is, which is, might be a little bit like unfair comparison. I think it is a fair comparison, actually. But all in all, the game is fun. I'm enjoying it a lot, so I'm definitely gonna continue playing in that. And of course, this game is still gonna offer a lot. We are in the third case, and I'm guessing there are gonna be 2 cases after that before we reach the end. So things are gonna get really interesting. So yeah, looking forward to explore this game to its fullest. Any ideas? The most prominent feature of this case is how closely it resembles the script. Then it makes it a tough one because we have to have a firm understanding of them both. Okay, I can summarize the case in what happened in the mock trial. They found a body. They suspected that someone shot the victim, even though it got stabbed by an awl. It was like in a 3rd floor of the building, like the art. Was it in the art classroom? She got thrown into a what do you call it again? What do you call it in English? Yeah, my vocabulary sucks. They throw it in a cart. Yeah, it's called a cart. Have a nice day. They throw it from height inside a cart, and there was a mat inside that cart, and they managed to drag that they managed to push that body in the stage area and put the body there. And that's about it. Even though the real victim actually got tied up for some reason. She interestingly enough, she was tied with a rope. She was like her hands were tied in some way, which is very interesting. Very interesting. That's something that didn't happen in the mock trial. Sure, we'll see. We'll see about that. Yeah, that's pretty much the summary of what happened. That makes it a tough one because we have to have a firm understanding of them both. No sweat. We can reenact the mock trial as many times as we want by reading the script. I'll check it out in the court record and commit it to memory later. Good. I bet the script and the mock trial are going to be the centerpiece of the real trial. Make sure you know them inside and out. Yes, sir, Mr. Justice! Mr. Justice? Careful, I could get used to that. Why do you seem disappointed then? If you like that. The investigation. Again? Apollo! Any advice on how to investigate this case? Oh, start by interviewing people about the basic facts. Interview people! Got it! Well, I guess that makes sense of her, like, asking around how to do stuff, since pretty much this is supposedly her first case. Hey, you there! What can you tell me about the... Whoa, hold on, Athena. The trial's tomorrow, so try to limit it to people with some relation to the case. Okay, got it. Limit the interview pool. Right. You might also want to take it down a notch, otherwise you'll be dead by tomorrow. What do you mean by that? He wants me to calm down? At a time like this? Juni's face rests in my hands. I just have to win this one. Oh, I have to win this one. Jang-hee. Well, I guess that's that. I guess the only thing that we need to do is just try and go around. We can go back to the agency. Wonder if we were gonna meet with, I don't know, with Trucy? Yeah, let me go back to the agency. Well, that's Trucy. And we don't have anything. She's not gonna have anything to say. She's just gonna stand there, you know, looking charming and whatnot. Hey, have a nice day. She's 16. I know. It's not like I'm into that kind of stuff. You pervert. Yeah, she's 16. What? You thought I'm gonna change my goddamn answer if I knew that she's gonna be legal? Hell no, I'm not into that stuff. I'm to real people. Unfortunately, I guess. Yeah.